Told you we'd win. Zlatan is still handsome. No. No, he's not.
Bedlam and Texas liquor stores across the state have run out of beer.
What? You think the U.S. is going to win the World Cup?
What? You don't believe in miracles?
Thank you very much.
The biggest Sunday of the summer is on Fox.
Brace yourself, the big one.
Alex Palou and the stars of IndyCar headline a race party in the Music City,
The party never ends.
where honky tonk meets horsepower.
Holy cow.
The best drivers in the world bring the noise to Nashville.
This is majestic. Boom, baby.
The Borchetta Bourbon Music City Grand Prix, Sunday, July 19th, right after the World Cup final on Fox. Welcome to the fastest racing on Earth.
FIFA World Cup 2026 live on Fox is presented by Verizon.
Neighboring nations, proud cultures, fierce rivals, two traditional powers, two perennial contenders, one path forward.
Cristiano Ronaldo is getting ready to lead Portugal's attack here at Dallas Stadium. Today's opponents, Spain, are counting on a player who is 23 years younger than Ronaldo in Yamal. Power that delivers, sponsored by the Home Depot, and the spotlight, as always, is on Cristiano Ronaldo, and a World Cup meeting with Spain will bring back fond memories from 8 years ago when he produced one of his greatest performances.
All-time leading scorer for Portugal, a chance to make his mark. And he does! Ronaldo's second goal! Portugal retake the lead!
And the stage is set.
Cristiano Ronaldo! World Cup hat-trick!
They came to see Ronaldo, and he delivered.
Well, the fans that are arriving here at the Dallas Stadium have all got Ronaldo on the back of their shirts. You can see the sea of red inside this stadium. Whether they're Spain or Portugal, they all want to see the big stars out on the pitch, whether that's Lamine Yamal or Cristiano Ronaldo, who has said that this will be his last World Cup. So with every single knockout match that Portugal play, it's potentially one step closer to the final time we see Ronaldo play.
I will do this, I will do that. So I think it's an unbelievable player, aspirational. I admire him so much, and I think the whole stadium is red. We don't know because Spain is here, but his legacy is gonna be for years and years and years.
Yeah, we obviously being a Man United fan. I saw this when he came to Manchester United. He came as a young lad. He was full of tricks and didn't really know how to deal with that, but was so well managed by Sir Alex Ferguson. So within that first year, all of the stupidness of this game came out, and all the effectiveness and the art and the beauty and all of that came out on the pitch. He gave Man United 4 fantastic
Guys, smash that like button. I appreciate it.
Massive fan I am. But he also gave Man United 4 incredible years off the pitch, changed the dressing room, how other players began to think, sleep, eat, all of these things. The impact he's had in that dressing room is very much like Cantona's back in the 90s.
Yeah, what to say? Cristiano, obviously when you're this kind of player, you get a lot of criticism, but I think it's more related to his personality that has grown and improved over the years. But there's no doubt for me that many criticisms are really badly placed. This guy has performed during so many years. And by the way, the respect that I have for him is mainly because of the big moment that he always appears. He never shaded away to take a responsibility. And now we're talking about a guy that is playing in this tournament as one of the few big names where the team is actually not feeding him the way they should. He's not supported in the way they should. And when they did, he put 2 goals behind the net. So I just hope you can enjoy as much as you can in this match.
You know what that big cheer was in the background here at Dallas Stadium, by the way? Just behind us, there's a big screen that's hanging down from the roof here, and it puts the team up on there, and there was a picture of Lamine Yamal. That's why you heard a big cheer. We're talking about Ronaldo and how incredible he is. Lamine Yamal is going to be the next big superstar for Spain.
Yeah, definitely. And then what I want to see about him is he needs to enjoy. You know, he's still so young. I think he needs to prove consistency. He wants to do that. He's coming from an injury, but now in these type of stages, in these knockout stages, that's when we want to see him. You know, he's been delivering in his club and in some very important games for Spain, and this is one chance for him.
And when you're looking around this crowd, people are either wearing Yamal or they're wearing Ronaldo, and it's Ronaldo who's getting ready to make his 23rd international appearance, should I say, and looking to add to his 146 goals. Today, another chance to enhance his remarkable career.
Cristiano Ronaldo! It's Cristiano Ronaldo for Portugal! Cristiano Ronaldo has arrived at the party. Ronaldo! And he's now Portugal's all-time leading scorer.
Maybe the best is now.
iHeart is America's #1 podcast network. Open the free iHeart app and explore podcasts like this.
A quiet residential neighborhood erupts in chaos. Carmine Galante, the feared boss of the Bonanno crime family, lies dead. His cigar still clutched between his teeth.
Masked men walked into Joe and Mary's luncheonette in Brooklyn today and gunned down Carmine Galante, a man believed to be the most powerful mafia chieftain in the country.
The execution sent shockwaves through the criminal underworld and set the stage for one of the most pivotal criminal cases in New York City history. From the minds behind the acclaimed television series comes Law and Order: Criminal Justice System. This isn't a scripted drama. These are real stories told by the people who have lived them.
My father should have been a dead man.
For decades, the mafia had New York City in a stranglehold, with law enforcement seemingly powerless to intervene. But the murder of Carmine Galante marked the beginning of the end. Discover how a group of young prosecutors took on the mafia, and with the help of law enforcement, brought down its most powerful figures. I'm Anasika Nicolazzi, and from Wolf Entertainment and iHeart Podcasts, this is Law and Order: Criminal Justice System.
Listen on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and listen now.
FIFA World Cup 2026 Pre-Kick is presented by Adidas.
They first played each other more than a century ago. In the 40 meetings since, tight margins, turning points, landmark moments.
Oh, absolute genius!
Now they meet again. Two proud nations, one spot in the quarterfinals at the World Cup.
Well, what an impressive stadium this is, and Dallas is hosting 9 matches this summer, the most of any other venue. Today, it's where Cristiano Ronaldo will look to lead Portugal to the quarter-finals by knocking out Spain. And there are so many other big stars involved in this match. Peter, you've got your eye on the goalkeeper for Spain, Unai Simon, who has still not conceded at this World Cup.
Oh, it's 519 minutes not conceded, which is a record in the World Cup history. Now, he's up against somebody else, you know, we've talked about it, Ronaldo. He's facing him today. So, is that record going to break? I don't know, but this guy here, we talked about Ronaldo's criticism. This guy, everyone questions him. Well, the record speaks for himself. He's a fantastic goalkeeper, and he's very, very good with his feet. And I think that is why he's playing now. He has some little things into Lamine Yamal. I can't wait to see them.
Yeah, definitely. For me, it's Lamine Yamal. No, we spoke about him. He's such a talented player. You know, he can get this.
Look at him out there.
Oh my
Just
God,
having
yeah,
fun.
warming up. You know, this is a player that you want to pay a ticket that you turn on your TV to watch him play. Of how talented, how good he is with the ball. But there's one thing in an interview that I saw about him. They asked him about who's the toughest defender you ever faced, and he mentioned Nuno Mendes, Clarence.
You said it right, Nuno Mendes. This guy has been stopping, I don't know, all the best players in Europe, from Salah to you name it. They didn't touch the ball. And then the thing is, he doesn't only defend, he also goes forward. So the whole thing is that, by the way, I would like to understand how Lamine Yamal can wear that pants so low and still doesn't fall off his foot. Anyway, that's a technique, maybe a new skill I need to inform myself of. But that is something really strong. Nuno Mendes is the leader of the team, so I'm looking forward to this battle.
Absolutely. Listen to the noise here in the stadium. The fans in Dallas are desperate to get the teams out on the pitch for kickoff, and they all want to watch Cristiano Ronaldo. Today could be his last World Cup match, but Ronaldo may not be quite ready to relinquish the spotlight. Fans are back in Portugal, hoping Ronaldo survives the round of 16. They've gathered in Lisbon for this showdown. Walkouts and national anthems are on the way after this break.
For adults with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms, every choice matters. Tremfya offers self-injection or intravenous infusion from the start. Tremfya is administered as injections under the skin or infusions through a vein every 4 weeks, followed by injections under the skin every 4 or 8 weeks. If your doctor decides that you can self-inject Tremfya, proper training is required. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
This is Lele Pons from Suite 305 with Lele Pons. Game day at my house, it's chaos, but like in a fun way. The TV's ready, the remotes are ready, the kids' stores are going off, and somehow everybody needs batteries at the exact same time. That's why I keep Duracell stocked. And Duracell just released limited edition Duracell and Messi battery packs. The design is inspired by Messi's iconic left leg tattoo. So every battery feels like it comes with an extra kick. From the TV remote to automatic corkscrew, Duracell keeps us game day ready. Duracell double and AAA batteries are the only ones built different with power boost ingredients for long-lasting performance you can trust. Find the limited edition Duracell and Messi batteries in stores at Lowe's and Walmart or on Amazon.
Upgrade your FIFA World Cup 2026 viewing experience. Build it like Beckham from the living room to the lawn with the Home Depot. Create a box seating experience with flowers for pops of color surrounding your pitch, the smell of grilled favorites, and a freshly painted fence sporting your team's colors. Fast free delivery is your home field advantage with charcoal, string lights, or whatever the game calls for right to your door. A clean assist. Build it like Beckham for match day. The Home Depot, official FIFA World Cup 2026 supporter. Subject to availability.
In a match this heavy, it's easy to get lost in the names. The one of one, still fighting the clock and winning.
But it's out, Cristiano Ronaldo!
The phenom.
There he is! Lamine Yamal!
Already the center of it all.
To us and we can't fight it off alone.
These names reflect the nations behind them. An enduring power, still searching for the final chapter.
Delivering the cross! Ronaldo!
Modern dynasty.
Yes, there is. You bet there is.
Ready for its next era.
And the Spaniards pull away.
Today, only one can move on and hold on to everything that's still possible.
It's Portugal against Spain here in Dallas. What a match we've got ahead as the players are about to head out onto the pitch. And so far, Spain have gone a little under the radar, Javier. Do they need to find a step up to beat Portugal today?
I think Spain needs to keep doing what they've been doing. You know, they've been playing better and better and better. They have a fully fit Yamal over there to help them, the players from the bench. I think it's more about Portugal in this game. They need to step up a lot if they want to have a chance against Spain. Because I think Spain is more solid than Portugal, but you never know. We're in a knockout stage, anything could happen.
That is all true. I agree. I think this is a match probably that Portugal needed. A top team, so they all have to be very humble. And it's now about a team effort, team play. To win against Spain, you need to come up with that because that's what Spain has. They have a proper team, and they're used to play together. They fight for each other. They're generous. So I think this is really important for Portugal to have any chance today to come up with a team performance.
All right, well, the players are about to sing their national anthem, so let's listen in as this arena here in Dallas erupts.
Please remain standing if you are able for the national anthem of Spain.
It's Portugal against Spain for a place in the World Cup quarter-finals. Ian Dark and Landon Donovan will talk us through it next.
When you donate to CSL Plasma, you help create life-saving medicines, and you get up to $800 your first month donating, just in time for match nights and cheering with friends. Donate plasma and help save lives at CSL Plasma. Reward varies by location and is subject to change without notice.
Q2 results are coming down to the wire here, Bill. Will Morgan's ad campaign perform?
She's in trouble, Todd. She's trying to manage all her live sports ad buys across different platforms.
This could be a disaster.
Wait. She's switching to the trade desk.
She's now reaching more major leagues and networks in one platform.
Unbelievable. In my 20 years, I have never seen cross-channel measurements like this.
Look, she's shifting spin where it's having the most impact.
Incredible performance, Todd. Now that's how you win big with live sports on the trade desk.
Chipotle Honey Chicken is back at Chipotle. Step into summer with fresh grilled chicken, spicy Chipotle peppers, and the perfect touch of pure honey. Chipotle Honey Chicken. It's taking heat and sweet to a whole new level. Back for a limited time. Order now in the Chipotle app for pickup or delivery.
This is Lele Pons from Suite 305 with Lele Pons. Game day at my house, it's chaos, but like in a fun way. The TV's ready, the remotes are ready, the kids' stores are going off, and somehow everybody needs batteries at the exact same time. That's why I keep Duracell stocked. and Duracell just released limited edition Duracell and Messi battery packs. The design is inspired by Messi's iconic left leg tattoo, so every battery feels like it comes with an extra kick. From the TV remote to automatic corkscrew, Duracell keeps us game day ready. Duracell double and AAA batteries are the only ones built different with power boost ingredients for long-lasting performance you can trust. Find the limited edition Duracell and Messi batteries in stores at Lowe's and Walmart or on Amazon.
FIFA World Cup 2026 on Fox is presented by the Home Depot.
Welcome along. Thank you for joining us at this remarkable stadium in Dallas. USA coming up later. The Iberian rivals clashing here, thousands of miles from home, under the roof in this fabulous stadium. At this World Cup, the first meeting of two teams ranked in the top 5 by FIFA, both with live chances of lifting the trophy itself. Bastian Dankart is the man in charge of the VAR room. He's very experienced in that particular role. Look at this stadium. It's fabulous, isn't it? Portugal's Cristiano Ronaldo plays the 1,330th game of his remarkable career. And he's got a World Cup hat-trick against Spain back in 2010. There is one change. Joao Felix,
It's just starting right now, William.
on the left side of attack. This is such a star-studded
0-0,
team that the brilliant Bernardo
scoreless,
Silva,
just about to start.
who's just been transferred to Real Madrid, can't get in the team. Vitinha there, one of the best midfield players on the planet. As for Spain, unsurprisingly, field exactly the same 11, which was so impressive against Austria in the last round. Still no Nico Williams on the left wing, but Atletico's Alex Baena is doing very well in that role.
He got 6-5 in this game.
In the form of his career, 17 goals in his last 16 starts for Spain, 4 at this tournament. It's a very, very good side with the most possession of any team so far in the whole tournament. They'll take some stopping, but you could say that about one or two other teams as well. Roberto Martinez, who led Portugal to a win over Spain on penalties in the Nations League final last year, and the remarkable Luis de la Fuente, who's done such a fabulous job since he took over. Former fullback with the famous Bilbao club, Athletic Club. Landon Donovan is alongside me, one of the great stars of US soccer on what is a huge, huge day for the American team. That's coming up later. But this is quite a start here, Landon, isn't it?
Well, this feels like the premier matchup of the round of 16. Two top 5 teams. This stadium absolutely jam-packed. Should be a really fun one this afternoon, Ian.
Clash of colours. Both teams normally wear red. Spain changing to all white today. Just in case there would be any confusion at all, as young Kubasi brings the ball out of defence. When we saw Spain the other day, among their many attributes was it was almost impossible to get the ball off them at times, and that they haven't conceded yet in the tournament. And if they keep another clean sheet in this game, they'll be the first team ever in World Cup history to keep 6 clean sheets in a row. So that's one of the problems Portugal have got. I would say this, though, if there's one team that can maybe match Spain technically, it's this Portugal side.
And equally as important,
Steve with the $20 super bomb. Appreciate you,
they
buddy.
know each other well.
Thank you.
They do not like each other, and they don't fear the other. So Portugal will have no fear coming into this match. Much different than what we saw in LA with Austria, Ian.
Because no love lost between the Iberian neighbours. They've met a couple of times in the World Cup before. Spain beat Portugal on their way to winning their only World Cup trophy in 2010 with a David Villa winner. There was a 3-3 draw in a group game in 2018. That was a thriller, and it was a brilliant game last year, that Nations League final, which Portugal won on penalties. João Neves sent crashing by Lamine Yamal. Picked up by Cucurella here, loose ball from Portugal. Never a good idea to give the ball away against this Spanish team. It can take quite a long time to get it back again. Here's Lamine Yamal. What a battle that is, by the way, between him and maybe the best left back in the world, Nuno Mendes.
They played against each other 3 times with their club teams. Lamine Yamal has never scored. Won 1 and lost 2 of them. And you could tell a little bit by that early interaction. Nuno Mendes will play him tight. He's not worried about Lamine Yamal running by him because athletically he can handle it.
Here's Oyarzabal here in great form. Tries his luck early on, and why not? And again, Portugal caught out with possession. Lamine Yamal plays it right across the face of goal. And they're very happy to get that out of harm's way, Portugal, with Vitinha back supporting his defence. This is a nervy start from Portugal. And again, look how quickly Spain regained the ball. Rodri in possession now. Lamine Yamal was looking for the through ball, trying to pick up the run of Pedro Porro, the Tottenham Hotspur right back, who scored his first international goal for Spain in the win over Austria. A late arriving header. Dias plays it wide for Cancelo, who had a very good spell with Barcelona at the back end of the season, having moved from Saudi Arabia. Vega. Dias goes long. And towards Nuno Mendes, who couldn't quite control it on this side.
It will be interesting today, Ian, to see how much Nuno Mendes ventures forward, knowing that Lamine Yamal is there. Lamine Yamal is not going to track him. He will leave him to Pedro Porro. And if they lose the ball, could be in big trouble on the counter against Lamine Yamal and his pace.
Kubasi's clearance was picked up by Portugal. Bruno Fernandes, footballer of the year by the football writers of England after his brilliant season when he broke the assist record for the Premier League. Cucurella to get it away. Oyarzabal. And Baena. Had a really good game against Austria. Of course, they love to field Nico Williams out there, but he's still not properly fit. So only on the bench again here, whether we see him or not. I don't know how many minutes that the coach feels he's got in his legs. Got to win the place back. Baena's doing well. There's Kubasi. Looks like he's been there for about 150 caps, doesn't he? He's only 19. Playing a kind of playmaking role. Very happy with the ball at his feet. Is Danny Olmo. Loose one from him. Portugal, the European champions, you might remember in 2016. They did it that day with Cristiano Ronaldo off the pitch for most of the game and playing a kind of cheerleader role from the side. Cancelo wants to hit it, why not? whistles over the bar. Not really close.
Well, the switch of play is great from Nuno Mendes. I'm not sure he meant to get it all the way to João Cancelo. I think he was aiming for Neto over there. But why not? Early in the game, just inside the 18. Good strike. Maybe a little touch there.
Goalkeeper Unai Simon broke the World Cup record for a number of minutes without conceding in the last game. He started this one on 519 minutes. Remarkably, he's only had to make 7 saves in the last 5 Spanish matches. That's crazy. Nuno Mendes, then Bruno Fernandes. Forward by Laporte, Pedri, Olmo. Oh, it's beautiful football here from Spain. And Oyarzabal doesn't take the chance this time. The football there was glorious. The finish wasn't.
And I think he's onside, Ian. As this ball is played, ooh, it's tight. I think he's just onside. The whole Portuguese back line thought he was off. And then the form he's in, you were waiting for the net to bustle there. It's a massive miss. Again, not 100% sure he's on, but I think he was. And will that moment come back to haunt them?
He was onside. I think we can pretty much confirm that. Kubasi has to do some important work there. Here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Thought about the shot, didn't he? Still could be something. Here's João Felix, who in his career has cost a huge amount of money. Hasn't quite blossomed into the player it looked like he would, but he's got bags and bags of ability. You're right, Landon. How expensive might that Oyarzabal miss be? Spain have a corner to defend here. Portugal looking to become the first side to score against them. Bruno Fernandes. It's well defended. Neto tried his luck. It was blocked. He got hold of it well enough. Pedro Porro, picked up by Fernandes. He's approaching 100 caps now. The Manchester United man. This is number 94 today for him.
You know, on that miss by Oyarzabal, 3 of his 4 goals in this tournament, Ian, have come on first-time finishes. I was wondering as it came to him if he might just take a quick touch to settle himself. He's clearly more comfortable hitting it first time. But that time it just got away from him.
Just going into the game a little here. Portugal. Vitinha just beginning to direct operations, as we've seen to such great effect with Paris Saint-Germain in their 2 Champions League triumphs. Here he is on the ball now. That'll be a free kick. Incidentally, Vitinha, listen to this one, is one of 8, yes, 8, either current or past Wolverhampton Wanderers players in the Portuguese squad. They used to have a Portuguese cafe in Wolverhampton, which did, as you'd understand it, very good business. Possibilities here for Cristiano Ronaldo. The angle was difficult. Got a decent effort away, mine.
A very uncharacteristic giveaway from Pedri, who's been really flawless in this tournament. I thought Cristiano might take it first time. Gets good contact on the ball. In the end, right at Unai Simon. Corner kick for Portugal.
Just the 233rd cap for Ronaldo here. Nuno Mendes with the corner, which he kind of scuffed. Oyarzábal got it away for Spain. Spain, who flopped at the last 3 World Cups since they lifted the trophy in 2010. Hasn't gone well for them. A couple of penalty shootout defeats in the last 2. Which is all quite surprising when you consider the number of master technicians they usually have around the place. Here's Pedri. Yamal renews that battle with Nuno Mendes. Thought he was fouled. Anthony Taylor, the English referee, didn't. Paul Kubasi again. One of 8 Barcelona players in the squad. Felix was hustled off the ball by Spain, who humped in packs to win it back quickly. Olmo to play it wide. Baena might have another go at it. He does. Having a good tournament after a patchy season, really, with Atletico Madrid. Do not forget the US beat Belgium tonight, round of 16. It's after this game, a little later on. Just for a moment, Cucurella went away there. That US game coming up 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 o'clock Pacific time. I'm sure you knew that already, but I thought I might just remind you.
I need no reminding. Neither do the audience, I don't think.
Yeah, I think the nation is hooked on that. Something of a controversial build-up to the game, of which you've heard plenty. And just to remind you, if the US get through, they meet the winner of this one in Los Angeles in the quarter-final. But that's all ifs, buts and maybes. Kubasi again. So many of the Spanish team came through that La Masia Academy. Barcelona. Pedro Porro. Portugal get the ball back. Bruno Fernandes across to Felix again. Portugal, who've twice got to the semi-finals of the World Cup in their history. 2006, and going back in the midst of time as Nuno Mendes tries to latch onto that one. Back in 1966 in England when Eusebio won the Golden Boot. Rodri with a beautiful ball. Here's on that left foot of his. Needed beating away by Baena. Oh, what a brilliant save. Brilliant save from Diogo Costa.
Wow, Spain almost had one right there. Kelly with your $10 super bomb. Appreciate you. You didn't have to do that.
One of his marauding runs
Thank
forward.
you.
As soon as Unai Simon got it in his hand, it's out to Rodri. Plays a great ball into Lamine Yamal and behind. First save, and then the second save, even better from Diogo Costa. But those are really dangerous moments for Portugal if they're going to allow Nuno Mendes to go forward so freely.
I think that was the last digit of the fingertip, wasn't it? That reached that. Super goalkeeping from the Porto goalkeeper, Diogo Costa. Baena to play it in. Portugal get it away. Here's Yamal again. Cucurella, oh, couldn't quite get his cushion volley right. Otherwise, there were 2 or 3 waiting. Lamine Yamal to play it in. Away by Dias. This is an intriguing clash between the teams who are ranked so highly, 2nd and 5th in the world. Quite a lot of people want to see it. Got to that stage where every match is huge.
You just wonder if this left side for Portugal, right side for Spain is going to decide this match. Again, Lamine Yamal, no interest in tracking Nuno Mendes. A little clip ball over there, he almost got to. But then Spain are well aware, anytime he goes forward, Lamine Yamal almost cheating up the field, and they want to get it to him as fast as possible.
Is Rodri looking to maybe just make a little bit of a restatement of his credentials. The former Ballon d'Or winner, Cucurella, is going to get there. Good covering. Dias, again, the Manchester City defender.
Just a silly foul here, too, by Baena. It's going nowhere. It's good to get there and press, but you just got to pull out of that and let him kick it out for a throw-in. Oh, Emmitt Smith.
Yeah. They like him around here, don't they?
They love him around here. One of the best ever to do it for the Cowboys.
Incredible stadium, as you've been hearing. The big jumbotron over on the far side from us. It's a little on the short side, that pass from Vitinha. It's okay. Brought away by Renato Vega. Used to play for Chelsea. Hardly ever got a game unless it was a cup match, but always looked good when they did use him, and that's kind of been underlined by the fact that he's first choice here for his country. João Neves, another of the Paris Saint-Germain contingent at this World Cup. This is probably the most talented Portuguese squad ever. Can they convert that into a very first World Cup triumph? Neto. Back by Bruno Fernandes. It's lovely football from Portugal. They're playing some very attractive stuff. That was Cancelo. The flag goes up. This is a good team. It's a big test, this, for Spain. It's the elegant, gracious and graceful Pedri. Dani Olmo, so good at the Euros. Got a lot of players who can see a pass and execute it. Baena. Then Rodri. Sitting deep in the midfield, directing operations as ever for his country. Laporte looking to invent something down the left-hand side, and Anthony Taylor, the referee, seen a foul.
The movement from all the attacking players of Spain is so good. So many times they come short and then dart long, or they go long and come receive it short. It's really difficult to defend, especially when you don't have pressure on the ball. This time, Baena gets dragged down for a foul.
Yeah, don't worry, we're all quite tense about this. Hard to call bravely which way a clash like this might go. Spain with this free kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players waiting in the middle. Olmo trying to get the important flick on. He didn't quite. Cancelo did. And then Pedro Porro tries to volley. And it's the hydration break, which is powered by Powerade. Couple of big saves by Diogo Costa, the feature perhaps so far, but still no breakthrough. That was an especially good one.
Something tells me this is going to penalties. Say like a 1-1 draw, penalties.
What makes soccer the most searched sport in the world? Maybe it's because you only need a ball. Maybe it's because it gives us a reason to believe.
Look at me. I believe you can do this, all right?
Or ask ourselves, look at that. Can I do that?
FIFA World Cup takes the global stage from June 11th through July 19th on Fox 1, the official English streaming platform of FIFA World Cup 2026. Stream all 104 matches live and get closer to the action with a personalized viewing experience built around you. Choose up to 4 streams with multi-view, catch highlights before jumping into the action, get live stats in real time, and replay key plays instantly. Experience the FIFA World Cup live on Fox 1. Watch 3 days free. For details, visit Fox.com. Offers are subject to change. See Fox 1 for complete terms and conditions.
This is Lele Pons from Suite 305 with Lele Pons. Game day at my house, it's chaos, but like in a fun way. The TV's ready, the remotes are ready, the kids' stores are going off, and somehow everybody needs batteries at the exact same time. That's why I keep Duracell stocked. And Duracell just released limited edition Duracell and Messi battery packs. The design is inspired by Messi's iconic left leg tattoo. So every battery feels like it comes with an extra kick. From the TV remote to automatic corkscrew, Duracell keeps us game day ready. Duracell double and AAA batteries are the only ones built different with power boost ingredients for long-lasting performance you can trust. Find the limited edition Duracell and Messi batteries in stores at Lowe's and Walmart or on Amazon.
When you donate plasma at CSL Plasma, amazing things happen. First, you create life-saving medicines. Amazing start. And you get up to $800 your first month donating, so you can do things like host your favorite team's watch party, pick up the tab at the sports bar, or get tickets to the big game. Donate today and help save lives while making a difference in your own. Do the amazing at CSL Plasma. Reward varies by location and is subject to change without notice.
Got Swansea promoted at the start of his managerial career. Won the FA Cup with Wigan against the odds, beating Manchester City in the final. He's won the Nations League with Portugal, but he didn't deliver a trophy with the Belgian side who, well, they had a brilliant generation at that time. It didn't quite work. They got to a World Cup semi. He could make amends, maybe, with this golden generation of Portuguese players. Everybody is suitably refreshed. And of course the roof is on here. Air-conditioned stadium. It is brutally hot outside. Or it was when we came in anyway.
So I can promise you it still is.
Yeah, it will be. Cucurella is in a battle over there with his, well, Chelsea teammate this last season, Pedro Neto. Of course, Cucurella's just signed for Real Madrid. Portugal, by the way, have won just one of their last 12 competitive meetings with Spain. That Nations League final counts officially as a draw, in case you were wondering, even though Portugal won the shootout. That's just the way it is, which is why Spain are unbeaten in 34 matches currently. Only Italy have ever had a longer unbeaten run among European nations, 37 in their case. Italy, who will be back, I'm sure. Hope so. We do kind of miss them.
It's good for the game when they're back,
Yeah.
so we need them back.
4 times winners. Dias won the header for Portugal, who looked plenty confident, as we thought they might do here. Vitinha to spread the play. He really is a pass master. Here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Now that's a soccer score.
Spain won't be able to enjoy
13-9,
68
baby.
possession in this game, which is what they've averaged in this World Cup so far. Portugal have averaged 62%. So this is going to be slightly different for the Spaniards. They were able to boss the ball in their other games. They were helped to a draw by the brilliant Cape Verde, of course, in their first game. Olmo. Oh, nearly for Yamal, but Vega was there for Portugal just as well.
And that was an all-or-nothing tackle from Vega. He had to get the ball there. Otherwise, Yamal was through.
Final day of round 16 tomorrow on Fox. Argentina against Egypt. Switzerland against Colombia. Colombians maybe a little underrated. Maybe the Swiss too. Coverage 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific on Fox of those 2 big games.
There's a few interesting things that are happening when Spain have the ball.
Ooh, almost had a goal right there for Portugal.
Good defending.
No, Spain almost had one, guys.
The first is that Cristiano Ronaldo is just standing.
Oh, Ronaldo's down. Ronaldo is down.
Taking him out of the build and allowing.
Looks like a right ankle.
The other thing is
Ronaldo is down. Looks like a right ankle.
End of the field. Portugal almost forming a back 6 because Cucurella and Pedro Porro are so high. So it's left a lot of space in the midfield for Spain to manipulate, but ultimately it's helped Portugal defend better.
Lamine Yamal. Pedro Porro. He is a goal-scoring fullback. Scores 1 or 2 quite spectacular ones as well. Oh, that's nearly in for Kubasi, who is in an offside position when it's played back in anyway. Flag does go up. But again, there's that ability that Spain have to suddenly produce a killer pass.
Well, I think Dani Olmo just offside. He's not in the play initially. Kubarsi's there. It's a really awkward one for Diogo Costa. Doesn't do great, to be honest. And this is actually a big chance from Dani Olmo.
Yeah, but I think he became active, didn't he?
Yeah.
So I think he would have got ruled out. Academic now.
It's an interesting one for sure.
Ronaldo taking a knock there. What a tribute, really, to his conditioning and longevity and love of the game that he still wants to be doing this at 41 years of age.
Obviously, a lot of debate around this Portuguese team, whether he should start, how much he should play, should Gonçalo Ramos be starting, etc. But what you can't say is, obviously, it's Roberto Martinez's decision. The fact that at 41, Ian, he's still playing in a knockout game against Spain and starting is remarkable. The fact that he's even in the discussion to be starting is remarkable. And I think we need to appreciate, just like with Lionel Messi, what we have before it's gone.
Yeah, we're lucky really to be in an era when we're seeing two all-time greats like that, and they really are. So, miscue that time by Laporte. Everything's okay because it goes through to the goalkeeper. Heart in mouth moment though, I think, for Aymeric Laporte there. Pedri to pick it up again, always with the grand designs in that midfield.
You see again, Spain are tasking, well, Portugal are forcing Cubarsí to make the play, and I think Portugal are happy to do that. Clearly something Roberto Martinez wanted to happen.
Away by Renato Vega. Picked up by Bruno Fernandes, but again Porro broke up the play on that right-hand side. Spain get it back again. The reigning European champions. In fact, they've won 3 of the last 5 Euros. Olmo with the early ball. Oyarzabal. Is Alex Baena. Big money move after his stardom at Villarreal. Yamal. Olmo got into a great position again. Portugal living dangerously, but Cancelo was able to get it out of harm's way. And what the Spanish attack have is imagination. Laporte. Laporte again. Baena. Vega gets it away, not very far. Laporte. Just turning the screw a little here, Spain. Lamine Yamal went for that gap. They know he wants to work it onto his left foot, and that time they stopped him doing it. A lot of defenders can't.
You see him try to cut inside here and then recovers well. I actually thought he did a good job knocking that off João Felix, but Anthony Taylor opted for the foul.
Vega, high press going on here on him. Trying to nick that ball.
So I think what Spain will do now, Ian, is because Cristiano Ronaldo is high, he's still obviously a phenomenal player, but he doesn't have the pace to run by people anymore in the same way. So as they keep possession and push deeper and deeper into the Portuguese end, they can push more numbers forward and play 1v1 or 1v2 at the back and be okay with it.
Yeah, you wouldn't have dared to do that with Cristiano Ronaldo in his younger years.
No chance.
With that pace, leave him some grass to run into would be a lethal error.
We actually saw that with Brazil yesterday with Erling Haaland. They're just so reluctant to push too many numbers forward, and you can't play 1v1. They did a few times, and they really got punished for it. But that's not a danger right now with Cristiano at this age. Of course, he can still hurt you in other ways, but he's not going to run by you from midfield.
Oh, what a save.
Cubarsí joining the attack more and
Now
more.
this is soccer.
Pedri. A little gap for Oyarzabal. Just finding it quite hard to get out at the moment. Portugal. That's a good release ball though to Vitinha. Ronaldo has to play a kind of hold-up role. Here he is now. Felix lays it inside. Vitinha picks it up again. Neto. And then Bruno Fernandes. Neto's cross. It's a good-looking ball. Felix played it in and flicked towards goal by Cristiano Ronaldo, but grabbed by Unai Simon, who remains unbeaten and at the moment unbeatable. Felix is hurt.
Well, theatrics all over the place. João Felix does a great job to get on the end of this. Unai Simon flying like Superman at the first one. And then on this one, I think he knew where the camera was.
What we got here?
But he had to be sure.
39th minute, 0-0 still.
Cristiano Ronaldo, as you would expect.
Looks like a goal kick for Spain.
Yeah, it was. If he'd just got a better contact on that, I think he'd have been in business. He needs 24 more goals in his career to make it 1,000. He's on 976 for club and country. These are absurd, crazy numbers. Stupid. But he's been doing this at big tournaments since way back in 2004 when Portugal did host the European Championships.
I think Neto's still down here. Not sure what happened. He took his boot off. João Felix also, I think he ran into the end board there.
Yeah. Just rubbing a little bit of ice on that. Yeah, bit of a shuddering collision.
I can tell you, I've run into those things before. They are not forgiving.
Yeah, I think the advertising boarding won, didn't it?
Always does.
Yeah. Neto is all right.
16-12, baby.
Boot quickly back on. Don't forget your nightly midnight fix of James Corden and his after-hours crew on Fox tonight. The World Cup action with a few laughs thrown in. Well, more than a few.
A lot.
Yeah. It's great to see the world party. It has been that. Across the United States, Canada and Mexico. Still got a little while to run to the final on July the 19th at New York, New Jersey.
And this one just on the borderline.
Wow, how did he sneak that one?
He knew absolutely what he was doing there. Anthony Taylor lets him off the hook a little bit, but you'd imagine the next one he's going in the books.
Yeah, I think that was the case of the referee wanting to just keep the cards in his pocket. Referees never like it when they've got about 5 people on yellows after half an hour. Diaz, by the way, if he gets a yellow today, he's going to be suspended from the next game. There is another yellow card amnesty coming up after the quarterfinals, but we're not there yet.
Oh! This guy's unbelievable, man.
Spain have only faced 2 shots on target in the first half of games at this World Cup, and both of them from Cristiano Ronaldo here.
Step over, create some space.
That one just now, and he nearly pulled off a pretty acrobatic hook into the net, but couldn't quite get enough on the connection.
$17-13. Little too late though.
Nuno Mendes wants it back again. It's on his left foot as well. He can let go here. He does. It's the underside of the bar. Deflection on it as well. Wow. That is an escape for the Spaniards. You can see the danger there, really, almost before it happened, once they had Nuno Mendes on his left foot. Oh, what a deflection.
Well, the reason why they were able to play 2v1 there in the corner is because Yamal stayed high up the field, left them one less player. Portugal took advantage of it. And an absolute rocket deflects off Pedro Porro onto the bar.
Closest thing yet in the game. Coat of paint away, aren't they, really, basically here?
Yeah, they just showed it on the big screen here. Unai Simon knew nothing about it once it deflected off Pedro Porro.
That deflection was vital. Nuno Mendes gets it in there again. Olmo won it back, and then Pedro Porro, then Yamal with a brilliant piece of work. He's so evasive. How about that? Looked about 20 to 1 against to emerge with the ball from all of that, but he did. Cucurella, this is quite an argument, not a little local argument. It's on the world stage. Yamal again going down, looking up. Well, not even hopefully, really.
You got a free kick for Yamal.
Little intervention here by João Felix, who's done a
Nope.
lot of good defending
Portugal's
on this side.
got
Not
it.
what he's typically known for,
Still
but
0-0,
he's really
44th
helped out
minute.
Nuno Mendes a lot on this left side.
Coming up, the Bank of America halftime show. We've got Jules and Chicharito, Clarence Seedorf and Peter Schmeichel.
18-13 in this one,
Fascinating
scoreless.
first half between two
The real
quality
one.
teams, both ranked in the top 5 by FIFA. Bruno Fernandes, Cristiano Ronaldo. Spain were on top just lately. Portugal coming back at them. Neto wanted a 1-2.
Wow, what a game.
Yamal. Nuno
There's got
Mendes
to be a
with
better way to make a play defense.
another of their many confrontations. It's one of the many subplots here. Nuno Mendes' cross ought to be easy meat for Unai Simon. Laporte. Then Rodri. Olmo, lovely first touch. Second wasn't bad either. Found Baena. Cucurella set up the winner in the European Championship final against England, you might remember, for Oyarzábal. Fabian Ruiz is another who can't get into this team. Now then, Oyarzábal on his left foot.
All right, he's not running by everybody anymore. Let's go. Give me some defense. There you go.
Doesn't score many.
All right, you got it right.
6 minutes out of time.
And Danny Olmo was livid with him because as he lined up to shoot this, just seeing your screen here, Danny Olmo saying, "Give it to me, I'm by myself." And he was, and oftentimes once you make up your mind you want to shoot, it's really hard to come out of that mindset. But if he had been clever enough to look up and see him, he was by himself in the box.
Vitinha spreads the play. And come Portugal. Can either of these two teams get a breakthrough in what's left of this first half? João Neves towards Cristiano Ronaldo. The movement was good, but so too was the movement of the goalkeeper. Baena again. I wonder whether Nico Williams might be fit before we're throughout this tournament. He was such a danger man at the Euros. They had him on one side, Yamal on the other. And made Spain even harder to play against. Pedro Porro with a lovely ball. Lamine Yamal! Good defending. Flag up anyway.
The flag was up, Ian, but really good timing and connection between Pedro Porro and Lamine Yamal. You can tell he's a yard offside. Good job by the Portuguese back line holding their integrity, letting him run offside.
Spain sensing the chance there on the transition to build something quickly. Pedri, Olmo.
It's actually a really important foul here. Spain had things on that left side. Just ended the play there.
Just a foul, nothing more. I think one or two of the Spain players are in the ear of the referee wanting to get a yellow card. Thankfully, we haven't seen an awful lot of that at this tournament. It's pretty demeaning, I think, to look at. And generally, I think most of the things that FIFA have brought in to try to speed up the game and cut out the dark arts, speaking with a broad brushstroke, have kind of worked.
Yeah, they really have. They've kept the flow going and kept the game moving quickly, which is better for all of us.
Baena to take it deep. Rodri to play it back in again. Flick towards goal, but free kick for Portugal. Portugal population is only just over 10 million. Spain, in terms of population, about 5 times bigger than that. But Portugal have produced a lot of good teams and players down the years, and they'll be thinking, could we take that gleaming gold trophy back home with us? It's not impossible. It's not impossible for almost anyone left, including Norway in that, after knocking out Brazil yesterday too. And the USA can think big too. Here's Laporte knocking it long. Baena, the bounce was difficult to deal with, but Portugal did exactly that. João Neves. João Felix. No, that's not going to work for Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes is usually among the goals for Manchester United. He's only scored in one game in his 3 World Cups so far. That was when he banged in 2 against Uruguay 4 years ago. I think this game is going to take some winning.
Ian, there's no guarantee that chances will keep coming, and that chance by Oyarzabal early on is proving to be really painful for Spain.
As Felix makes the run in behind here.
You just never know when the chances are going to come. If it comes in the first minute, you have to take it. And Portugal have cleaned up things. That was a big moment, and
Unai Simon tries to borrow a few yards. Goalkeeper who plays for Athletic Club in Bilbao. They do have David Raya of Arsenal in reserve, and Joan Garcia has been. tense, tight affair. There have been chances. There have been some great saves as well. And there'll be plenty more of incident to come in this one. We'll check in with Jules Breach after the commercial with Javier Chicharito Hernandez and the great Clarence Seedorf as well. 0-0 so far here.
This is Lele Pons from Suite 305 with Lele Pons. Game day at my house, it's chaos, but like in a fun way. The TV's ready, the remotes are ready, the kids' stores are going off, and somehow everybody needs batteries at the exact same time. That's why I keep Duracell stocked. And Duracell just released limited edition Duracell and Messi battery packs. The design is inspired by Messi's iconic left leg tattoo. So every battery feels like it comes with an extra kick. From the TV remote to automatic corkscrew, Duracell keeps us game day ready. Duracell double and AAA batteries are the only ones built different with power boost ingredients for long-lasting performance you can trust. Find the limited edition Duracell and Messi batteries in stores at Lowe's and Walmart or on Amazon.
Right now, get up to 15% off select storage solutions. Put heavy-duty HDX totes to good use, protecting what's important to you. The solid, impact-resistant design prevents cracking, and the clear base and sides make items easy to find even when the totes are stacked. Find select shelving and tote storage up to 15% off at the Home Depot to organize every room in your home, from your garage to your attic. Visit HomeDepot.com. How doers get more done.
An upper corner shot's just deflected by the goalie. It's a corner kick. Wow! Incredible!
Beautiful shot!
No, that fan earned 2% cash rewards buying Pulisic merch.
They're using the Active Cash Visa credit card from Wells Fargo, which scores unlimited 2% cash rewards on purchases.
Scoring 2% more. Wonder what that's like.
Oh, it's like...
Score off the field with the Active Cash Visa credit card from Wells Fargo. Terms apply. Visit wellsfargo.com/activecash. Visa, worldwide partner of FIFA World Cup 26.
Impressive.
If you're still using a sports book to bet on the soccer tournament, you're getting robbed. Delete that app and join the millions using Polymarket. Polymarket's a prediction market, not a sports book. You trade against other fans, not the house. Polymarket, your go-to prediction market for soccer's biggest stage. Available in all 50 states. Download the Polymarket app, use promo code FIELD to unlock $50 free for your first trade. That's promo code FIELD. Trading not available in all jurisdictions. Check local regulations before trading. Restrictions and eligibility apply.
4 seconds left now. Midfield passes wide. Cross comes in.
Can I get a Heineken, please?
Coming.
He brings it down beautifully. Defender close.
No way he scores from there. Shoot!
He cuts inside. Still going. He shoots.
Come on! Let's go! Yes, give me a hug. Yeah, buddy. Oh, what a goal. Can you believe it?
Unbelievable strike. Absolute scenes.
Here you go, sir. Your Heineken.
Sorry. Can I get another one for... Wait, what's your name again? Tom. Tom. Tom, beautiful. Another Heineken for Tom, please. Now we're talking.
Heineken, official beer of soccer. Fans have more friends.
The FIFA World Cup 2026 halftime show on Fox is presented by Bank of America.
Portugal and Spain are goalless at the break here in Dallas, and the Portugal goalkeeper Diogo Costa has been important in that first half, denying both Yamal and Alex Baena. Now, later today, the spotlight is going to shift to Seattle. That is where Christian Pulisic and Weston McKennie will look to lead the US to a place in the World Cup quarterfinals. The Americans will be taking on Belgium. But here inside the Dallas Stadium, it has been tense, it's been tight, it is goalless at half-time between Portugal and Spain. Javier Hernandez and Clarence Seedorf have been watching alongside me. Let's take a look at the highlights then, Javier, as Cristiano Ronaldo starts his 25th World Cup match.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully it's not his last name, but what an attractive 0-0. Over here, the amazing pass from Dani Olmo. I want to say, I think Mikel Oyarzabal needs to take a touch because he let the ball come in and then the space, he closed the space. If he has a touch, then he still have both sides of the goalkeeper. He decided to go to the far post and he missed a clear chance, right, Clarence?
A little bit too early.
Yes, I think so. And then here, Yamal. He loves to be in this position. He cuts back to his foot. Good save, but then look at this shot from Baena, and what a save.
What a save. But
what a
the
save.
speed in which Lamine Yamal prepares the shot, and then this one as well.
Look at that. Oh, with the fingertips.
Both
What an amazing.
great shot and great save.
Yes, definitely. And then in the 41 minute, I think the clearest chance from Portugal. What a shot, but a little bit deflected over there from Nuno Mendes, your guy.
Yeah, we said it.
Nice to watch.
We said it. He is defensively solid, but when he comes up, he is also a danger. And we've seen it a few times on the left side coming up and putting the ball in the box, as you said so many times when you have Cristiano Ronaldo, and it happened only once in the first half.
Yes. And
Nothing to separate the sides right now, Javier. Who looks more likely to score?
I think Spain. I think Spain are looking more dangerous. There was another chance that they put across. I think it was Pedri that put the cross, and then Diogo Costa just with the foot, took it off. I think the most dangerous team right now is Spain. But as well, the personalities and individualities of Portugal makes these things like they cannot rest. Spain needs to keep going. I think Unai Simon did a very good save from Joao Felix.
But they will have to put Leao in if they want to create something. There's a lot of space on that side, and everybody's coming into the ball. They need some speed towards the run behind the defenders if they want to make a really, an impact on this match.
Okay, well, we are heading into the second half very shortly as Portugal and Spain both look for a breakthrough. The US will be looking for a quarter-final place later when they face Belgium. We'll head to Seattle for a preview of their match after this break.
Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Smile.
Smile, buddy.
Come on, smile. Oh, honey, he's still not smiling.
Maybe he's not a smiler.
Yeah, maybe he's just not a happy baby.
Maybe he's just being a boy. You know how boys are.
Or maybe he's teething. Oh, poor baby. I think his gums hurt.
Maybe he's just tired.
Or maybe his tummy hurts. He didn't eat that much.
Maybe he's not ticklish.
You think maybe he's scared of the dog?
Maybe he'll outgrow it. Maybe it's a phase. Maybe he just doesn't like smiling.
Maybe he has autism, and we can definitely do something to help.
Maybe is all you need to find out more about autism. No big, joyful smiles by 6 months is one early sign. Learn the others at autismspeaks.org/signs or see a doctor today for an autism screening. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better. And it can make a lifetime of difference. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
Nathan has taught me to embrace the moment. Age-wise, I'm in my late 60s. I'm old enough to be his grandfather. Will he be embarrassed to acknowledge me as his dad? I think the most important thing we can do is let them know that they're safe, that they're valued and cared for and loved, and that they're important.
I knew I wanted to be adopted by him because of how he taught me to be the person who I am today. And it's coming from a dad that didn't expect to become a dad. And I feel very proud to be his son.
That was what he needed, and he was what I needed. Every day is full of new opportunities. That's what it's been about, realizing the simple things that it takes to make such a huge difference in these kids' lives.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care at adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
iHeart is America's #1 podcast network. Open the free iHeart app and explore podcasts like this.
1971. It was a simpler time, a groovy time. Soul Train had just started chugging along. Everyone had a lava lamp for some reason. Weeble started to wobble, but as we all know, they don't fall down. It's really something. But it wasn't all weebles and bell-bottoms. There was also the Vietnam War and a growing nationwide movement protesting it.
Look behind you. Be the thousands marching today.
Across the country, people were speaking up, and the more they did, the more they learned about the hidden underbelly of the most powerful law enforcement agency in the land. I'm Ed Helms, host of Snafu, Season 2, Medberg, the story of a daring heist that exposed J. Edgar Hoover's epic FBI snafu. Hear the incredible true story that almost got buried
I was told that it might not be published the next day or might not be published ever.
As told by the ordinary citizens who took extraordinary measures.
Getting caught was virtually inevitable.
To expose J. Edgar Hoover's secret FBI.
Many of the techniques were clearly illegal, but justified in the interest of national security.
If it meant some risks that were involved, well, that's what citizens sometimes have to do.
Listen on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and listen now.
Iconic Seattle landmark, the Space Needle, with a little soccer makeover this summer. Later today, the Emerald City once again welcomes the U.S. men's national team to town as they take on Belgium. Gorgeous day here in the Pacific Northwest for that round of 16 showdown. Temperatures right now in the mid-70s. Nothing but sun. Glad you're here with us at the break. Rob Stone, U.S. soccer icons Carly Lloyd, Clint Dempsey, and Alexi Lawless with you. The massive news came yesterday. The state's top attacking talent, Flo Balogun, cleared to play today.
Look, this is an opportunity he didn't think he was ever going to have, and you got to take it while they come. This is not going to be easy. There's going to be a bullseye on him. The Belgians are going to want to frustrate him, going to want to stop him, but I've got all confidence in him and the U.S. team.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to lock in. You're never going to be in a better position than on home soil, have the 12th man behind you to do something truly special and go out and make history, a chance to inspire our youth and our next generation of players, so I can't wait.
When Portugal and Spain is your appetizer for the day, you know something special is coming. So come on back here. It's going to be fun to see what this group of Americans that have captured hearts and minds can do on this field behind us. Come on, let's go.
Can't wait to get to our outside set, by the way.
Yeah.
That crowd, they're about to open up the gates to let everybody in. But the big question, can Pulisic, can Flo Balogun, can the U.S. get just their second ever quarterfinal match at the World Cup stage? Our coverage begins at 6 Eastern on Fox. Moment of the half, sponsored by Bank of America. No goals yet between Portugal and Spain. Mr. Costa, a couple impressive saves in that first 45. Second half, on the backside from Big D.
You're expecting company this 4th of July, so it's time to give your space the party aesthetic. Refresh your home to impress your guests from the curbside. Turn your outdoor entertainment space into the place to be with a refresh under $100 using Behr Marquee exterior paint. Your home will be ready for guests with no time, and it will stay beautiful long after they leave. Give your home a fresh coat of summer color and make your space party ready with the Home Depot.
Is the stage for the biggest World Cup ever, and Fox is your home for it all.
None bigger than this one.
48 countries, 16 cities, one golden dream.
Magical Messi.
The biggest stars.
Ronaldo to the rescue.
The biggest games, the biggest moments. The 2026 FIFA World Cup, June 11th on Fox FS1 and streaming live on Fox 1.
When you donate plasma at CSL Plasma, amazing things happen. First, you create life-saving medicines. Amazing start. And you get up to $800 your first month donating, so you can do things like host your favorite team's watch party, pick up the tab at the sports bar, or get tickets to the big game. Donate today and help save lives while making a difference in your own. Do the amazing at CSL Plasma. Reward varies by location and is to change without notice.
This summer, make Topgolf your ultimate soccer destination. Catch every global match on hundreds of TVs throughout the venue while you enjoy a limited-time soccer-themed menu, a new soccer game, and full-size soccer goals in the outfield at select locations. Then, keep the action going all summer with the Topgolf Summer Fun Pass. With the pass, you can play every day all summer long and bring up to 5 guests every visit. Shake your phone now to get your pass and make it a summer to remember at Topgolf.
Chipotle Honey Chicken is back at Chipotle. Step into summer with fresh grilled chicken, spicy Chipotle peppers, and the perfect touch of pure honey. Chipotle Honey Chicken. It's taking heat and sweet to a whole new level. Back for a limited time. Order now in the Chipotle app for pickup or delivery.
FIFA World Cup 2026 on Fox is presented by the Home Depot.
Portugal and Spain are goalless at the break in Dallas, and that means that the Spain goalkeeper Unai Simon's World Cup shutout streak is now up to 564 minutes. It's quite incredible. Javier Hernandez, Clarence Seedorf watching alongside me here in Dallas. It is goalless at the moment. The players are about to head out for the second half. In fact, Spain are already out on the pitch. They're ready. We're waiting for the Portugal team to come out for the second half. Do one of these teams need to take a few more risks to find a breakthrough?
Yes, I think so. I think Spain is a team that are taking a little bit more risks. But I wanna say something. Before the first hydration break, I think Spain was the dominant, and then after the hydration break, Portugal started playing a little bit better, putting ball in the box, looking for the striker, looking for Joao Felix in one side, Pedro Neto in the other side. Then the shot from Nuno Mendes happened. So I think Portugal, it's kind of coming back
because they started to take over some better possession sometimes with the midfield, because the midfield from Spain was really dominating. So I think that now with Portugal back on the pitch, hopefully we'll see a few changes, because I still think they need to really accelerate if they want to hurt Spain.
Portugal's only 2 shots on target in that first half came from who? Cristiano Ronaldo. Let's get to the second half then with Ian Dark and Landon Donovan.
Yep, thank you very much indeed. Good to hear from Mexico's record goal scorer and the only man to win the Champions League with 3 different clubs, Chicharito and Clarence Seedorf. And Jules hits a pretty mean volley as well, I'm told. Oyarzábal, Spain, remember, in a change outfit of all white today because of the potential colour clash. Baena's ball in, away by Vega, Cucurella. Let's see if either team can change their approach. Portugal have a chance to break here with Pedro Neto. Cristiano Ronaldo trying to pull into space in the middle. Vitinha to help it on. And Cucurella knew better than to try and touch that, because I think he got a shout from his goalkeeper.
Ian, early in the first half, I alluded to the fact that Nuno Mendes would make those darting runs forward. I think after the hydration break, and Chicharito just alluded to it, I think Roberto Martinez said to him, listen, we can't have you doing that, because the one time he did, they played Yamal in behind, and that's when those 2 chances came. So even on that first attack from Portugal, you're accustomed to seeing Nuno Mendes flying down that left side, and he was very reticent to do so.
Felix. Quite a storied career for him. Might he have a big part to play here? A reminder, it did go to a penalty shootout when these 2 last met in the Nations League final, and Portugal won it. They scored all 5 of their penalties on that occasion. Some of the players who are out on the pitch right now were among the scorers in that shootout. Vitinha, Bruno Fernandes, Nuno Mendes, and Ruben Neves, who may come on.
Ian, that is an interesting point, because as this game goes deeper into the second half, if it remains tied, I think Portugal feel confident. And the Spanish players will, of course, remember that, and a bunch of them weren't part of this team that took those penalties. So I think Portugal will feel more confident if they do go into a penalty shootout. And it kind of puts the onus on Spain to go win this game before penalties.
By the way, Diogo Costa, the Portugal's goalkeeper, has got a bit of a reputation of being a penalty-saving specialist. Who can grab the vital first goal here? It was a game rather like this way back in 2010 in the round of 16, and it was David Villa who was the ace goal scorer for Spain around that time, got 5 in that tournament, who came up with the winning goal for the Spaniards, who went on, of course, to triumph in the final against the Netherlands. Eventually Bruno Fernandes too close to the keeper. Vitinha was too quick there. Quick feet as well. Cancelo wants another shot, does he? No. Elects for the cross, but it wasn't near anybody in that all red outfit. By the way, if you're ever planning a vacation in Europe, Spain and Portugal, two prime places to visit with wonderful resorts, charming people.
I think some people might be heading to Cape Verde for vacation after what they did.
Yeah,
I certainly looked at it.
Yeah, it's like a tourist advert, isn't it, the way they play. Here's Pedri on the run here for Spain. Now Lamine Yamal. It's quite a battle, isn't it, going on? They know he wants to go usually onto his left foot. He can go the other way, of course he can.
This is the value of having Nuno Mendes as your left back. Physically, he can handle the demands needed to deal with Lamine Yamal. It allows him to play very aggressive because he's betting on himself. Lamine Yamal tries to run by him, that he can handle it. Does a great job defending there.
Ruben Dias goes long. Cucurella with the header away. Players have to just to be a bit careful. They don't pull the hair of Cucurella. That is a red card offence. It's happened to him before. And Pedro Neto's got some room here. Here's Neto with the right kind of ball. No, it isn't quite. Not happy, the Portuguese fans, or some of them anyway.
It's a fantastic service. The game had just started to open up a tiny bit. You see
What we
Cristiano
got here?
pull away to the far post in case he hits it early.
You got
The
a
problem
corner
is
for
now that he goes
Portugal?
by him, he can't get there in time. Just a couple steps made the difference between probably a tap-in and no goal.
He had the right there, Neto, to think somebody would have got on the end of that. It's a decent ball. Baena plays it wide. Here's Olmo, who's a really good pass picker when he's on his game, and he's a tournament player. Finds it hard to get a start for Barcelona a lot of the time. They put together
Cleared
a gorgeous move
by
in the
Portugal.
first half. And
It's going to be
Oyarzabal
another
couldn't
throw, and
finish it
Yamal
off.
had a
That would have
chance.
been one for the
We're in the
showreel, but he
52nd
went
minute.
wide.
The teenager.
There is the temptation, of course, for Portugal to bring on Gonçalo Ramos, who came up with their 94th minute winner against Croatia in Toronto. Here's Olmo again. Yamal gets the better of Mendes this time. It's Yamal, he cuts it back. There's nobody really there. Oyarzabal was arriving, but he was late arriving.
Well, this time Yamal does get the better of Nuno Mendes. And he's really upset with Baena for not taking the chance. Now, the challenge with Baena is he's just not fast enough to keep up with the play there. But he really should risk it and try to get on the
Spain
end
now
of
with
that
the ball in Portugal territory, deep in there. Now
It's
Portugal
interesting,
can
he went on the
counter.
outside, that
Here's the
might
counter
be
for Portugal.
Yamal.
Ronaldo wants it. Oh, they didn't get it to him.
Pretty
Now he's got
vital
it.
for a winger to be able to go
Ronaldo!
both ways at the top level.
Splits two defenders. Ronaldo goes down. What's the call? No call.
Cucurella. Rodri, the 2024 Ballon d'Or winner. The one that Vinicius Jr. didn't approve of course. And Real Madrid didn't turn up at the ceremony. Bruno Fernandes to bring it away now for Portugal. Felix wanted that played through for him, as it is his Cristiano Ronaldo on the ball. Every time he gets the ball, there's expectation among the crowd, but it's tough for him at the age of 41. The ball's going to be put out of play here with Portugal with a player down.
Well, this is a huge development if Nuno Mendes is injured, Ian. And I just wonder on that earlier one, he went down, and then Lamine Yamal ran by him. And you wonder if this is a muscle injury. You can see it on his face.
Yeah, he's got that fed up look, hasn't he? The players have where they
Oh
kind of know
shit, we got an
they
injury
can't go
here.
on.
Yeah, this could be
Injury for
this could be a
Portugal in the
really
55th minute.
big turning point in this match.
It's me honest.
The medical team will do what they can do, but if it is a muscle, Landon, you know straight away as a player, don't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Look, we don't know, but that look on his face tells me that he doesn't think he can continue.
We're not doctors. We can't do the diagnosis from here, but Landon's good at reading the body language. I'm not. See how he is. You're right, it's a vital one. I think he's going to give it a go, isn't he, by the look of it, or is he? What message is the physio giving to the bench there?
Well, I just saw someone run over to the bench and take their bib off, so it looks like he's going to be substituted.
Yeah, that could be big, because he's done a pretty good job in trying to subdue Lamine Yamal so far. And the race is run by the look of it.
And I think Semedo will come on here. They could have maybe put Dallo at left back.
Yeah, he can play either side.
Yeah.
Diogo
So
Dallo.
we got a
Usually
goal kick
Semedo's
for
a right
Spain.
back, but he's being sent across there.
Portugal's got it.
Yep.
And it is the end of the line in this game anyway for Nuno Mendes. He hopes, and they hope, not for the tournament itself. The
Portugal
tournament's richer
control
for
possession
having
right
players
now.
like that in it.
Well, I was just going to say that as well. It's not just for these last 40-plus minutes. It's also as they go forward. That's a big loss for them.
As you will know, the US playing Belgium later on today. That's in the round of 16. It's next on Fox. Coverage 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific.
And if I'm Spain, Ian, I'm going right at him. Get Lamine Yamal the ball as much as possible. He's a good defender. He can handle it, but he's not warm. Not in the game yet. I give it to Yamal, and I get out of the way and let him run at him.
Sure, that's exactly what they've got in mind. Pedro Porro wins the header. Sympathetic applause for a very fine fullback. You never want to see any player injured on the eve of the World Cup or during it, because this is the grandest stage. Made by Kubasi.
Spain, long pass! And taken by the goalie of Portugal. Right now, guys, vote for your superior player of the match. Vote now, Michelob Ultra. Portugal's got it, long pass. Turnover, Spain's got it. There goes Spain. Splits two defenders. And standing tackle deflected back to Spain.
Since Spain last conceded, Ronaldo just for a moment there could smell the hint of an opportunity, but the flag is up. Scan the QR code on the screen to vote for the Michelob.
Hit that like
superior
button if you
player
think I'm a
of the
better
match.
announcer than this
It's the
English
Michelob
guy.
Ultra superior player of the match. Just get it right. Who that
Guys, I'll
might
show
be
the
is
game.
yet to be determined, I would
Just
say.
gotta get
It's
some
Pedri.
supers, man. We gotta
Again,
get
they've
some
shut the
supers,
door.
we gotta get some gifts.
On Spain. Who's got the keys to the safe here? Or the combination? Olmo. It's full of clever little ideas like that. Bruno Fernandes takes on Pedro Porro. Little excerpt from the Premier League there, Manchester United against Tottenham Hotspur.
I'll show the game more, guys, but
Bit of a revival season for United
Boy,
and
that's a
finishing
super.
in third place and making it back into the Champions League. As their torchbearer on the ball again there. Vitinha. João Neves to João Felix. Nice turn. Good idea. Ronaldo, can he get there? Trying to hook it goalwards. He was on the stretch again.
It's a clever little clip pass here, and you see Ronaldo pull away. They make eye contact just a little too deep. Can't get enough on it.
Well, Ronaldo did a press conference, didn't he, in the build-up to this game. He's heard the criticism. Some people thinking that Gonzalo Ramos should start ahead of him. And basically his message was, I'm still in decent condition. I'm doing okay here. I've got 3 goals.
I mean, you'd have to say he's the fittest 41-year-old in the world, don't you think?
Yeah, I wouldn't argue with that. To play at this kind of level, at this kind of pace, in these kind of conditions, you have to be in fantastic shape. Al-Kubasi. There's Yamal against Semedo for the first time.
See what's going on in the game.
Here's for the second time. Will he take
Oh,
it this time?
Pedri just missed one. It's still 0-0. Pedri just missed one, guys.
Semedo, as he
In
has
Spain.
to do. That's a big part.
Pedri! Oh, over the goal.
He's been fantastic, and he's made
We
so
got a
many
corner kick
plays
for Spain,
defensively.
guys.
When Mendes was on the field and now Semedo. I just wonder, as Spain are building, Portugal have clearly left Kubarsi as the free man. And I wonder if he will start to venture more forward more quickly.
Here's Dani Olmo for Spain. Picking him apart. And then Pedri! Took a deflection. Will be a corner.
And this is so good from Renato Vega. Watch him come flying out. Get the deflection to knock it over the goal. And the Pedri shot.
Pedri, who missed the closing stages and the final Euro 2024 because of an injury. Portugal do not get that away, and that will deflect behind for another Spain corner. They'll be quite happy to take their time. Baena, who's about to take this corner, got the winner in a tight one against Uruguay earlier on in the competition. Having a good tournament. I'm going to try and swing this under the crossbar, I fancy. Good catch, good hold by Diogo Costa, who made that fantastic save
See
in
what's
the
going
first
on in the game,
half.
guys.
To deny
Portugal's
Baena.
got it. Spain with the clearance. They got it. Trying to counter, but can't. Deflected. Turnover. Portugal. And a bad area for Spain. Portugal trying to lower. Hey! You got a foul right there. Looks like on Pedri of Spain.
Contingent here. Vitinha as well was with Wolves for a while. Couldn't get a game, really. Scored a cracker in an FA Cup tie against a non-league team. That's about it. Chorley was that non-league team, in case you were wondering. Bet they thought they'd never get a mention at the World Cup. They have now. I think I'm due a free ticket there next time.
I don't think you'd have any issue anyway. Not judging by the amount of people that stop you for autographs.
I think they mistake me for somebody else. It's because I'm with you, Landon. They're just being polite. Who's this other guy? Here's Vitinha. And Dias. Now, Neto. Off on one of those runs. Cucurella gets it away from his erstwhile Chelsea teammate. They would have faced each other all the time in training, wouldn't they? Of course, know each other's game probably not far off back to front. Final day in the round of 16 is tomorrow on Fox. Argentina against Egypt. Argentina given that scare by Cape Verde. Switzerland taking on the maybe underrated Colombians. Coverage starts 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific on Fox. Switzerland are hard to beat, mind. Very hard to beat.
That's a really intriguing matchup.
Yeah,
Very contrasting styles. The Colombian fans have been phenomenal this entire World Cup.
Yeah, they always are.
Be a really fun one to watch.
I can't predict it, that's for sure. Can't predict this either. Which way might it sway? I think either way round, it's going to be a big story. Portugal would be, well, they'd like nothing better than to punch their famous neighbours on the nose, as it were.
Spain's
Here's
got
Lamine
it.
Yamal.
Control possession right now, 66 minutes. Right at midfield. Here's Pedro.
And away by Cancelo.
Pedro's
Not
done
far
well.
enough. And
Gets
if
it to
I
that
know
right
again-
side. Here's Yamal, the teenager, the phenom. They double team him. Yamal, great pass inside. Cross! Nobody home.
In the build that comes wide to Alex Baena. This is the second chance as it comes back to him.
I'm good at this.
Just slides his foot across it instead of catching it good. That's an easy one for Diego Costa.
Interesting to hear Clarence Seedorf say at half-time he thinks they maybe have to bring on Leao for a bit more speed on the left-hand side. But will he do the tracking back job that Felix is doing? I fancy that's why Felix has got the job. Pedro Porro. And again, where was the white shirt that probably should have been there to finish that off? One or two little glances at Oyarzabal.
Well, that's twice now, Ian. It's not Oyarzabal, it's Baena, who's even further back than Cucurella. He needs to take the chance and get in the box. There's no reason not to be there.
He's not an old-fashioned number 9 type target man, different type. Oyarzabal gets plenty of goals. But you fancy that old-fashioned number 9 would have been there. They do pretty much okay without it, don't they? Generally speaking. Kupasi here. Pedro Porro wide. Here it is again. Yamal against Semedo. Play on, says the referee. He thought Yamal was looking for that and made too much of a meal of it.
Certainly looked like a foul at first glance.
It did. But Anthony Taylor's nearer than us. Quite a few people are, in fact.
It's a lot nearer than us.
Well, to play it back again. Rodri, the patient probing goes on from Spain. We've seen this over the years so many times.
So I was saying, Ian, you see Cabarce, they just leave him, and he's been too reluctant, in my opinion, to dribble forward and provoke. If he's willing to dribble forward, he'll draw out a Portuguese defender. They can play the next pass, which creates a numbers advantage somewhere else. He's just too quick to pass, as you can see here.
Yeah, they're more or less saying you can have it there. Baena, more penetrative run from him, couldn't quite pick up Mikel Oyarzabal. Could be that fatigue or concentration might be a factor as well as we go deeper and deeper into this game. This hydration break is powered by Powerade. And for the fans, well, it's anxious. The players too, they know how much is on the line.
I'm Gary. This is Lele Pons from Suite 305 with Lele Pons. Game day at my house, it's chaos, but like in a fun way. The TV's ready, the remotes are ready, the kids' stores are going off, and somehow everybody needs batteries at the exact same time. That's why I keep Duracell stocked. And Duracell just released limited edition Duracell and Messi battery packs. The design is inspired by Messi's iconic left leg tattoo. So every battery feels like it comes with an extra kick. From the TV remote to automatic corkscrew, Duracell keeps us game day ready. Duracell double and AAA batteries are the only ones built different with power boost ingredients for long-lasting performance you can trust. Find the limited edition Duracell and Messi batteries in stores at Lowe's and Walmart or on Amazon.
An upper corner shot's just deflected by the goalie. It's a corner kick. Wow! Incredible!
Beautiful shot!
No, that fan earned 2% cash rewards buying Pulisic merch.
They're using the Active Cash Visa credit card from Wells Fargo, which scores unlimited 2% cash rewards on purchases.
Scoring 2% more. Wonder what that's like.
Oh, it's like...
Score off the field with the Active Cash Visa credit card from Wells Fargo. Terms apply. Visit wellsfargo.com/activecash. Visa, worldwide partner of FIFA World Cup 26.
Impressive.
The all-new 2026 RAV4 GR Sport with a stylish design.
Toyota RAV4 is now responsible if your coworker suddenly needs a new car after seeing your RAV4 GR Sport or if you receive excessive compliments. Style this powerful turn heads and corners, use responsibly.
The 2026 RAV4 is serious fun.
Welcome back. It's Ian Dark alongside Landon Donovan, bringing you coverage of this very tight round of 16 game between the neighbours, Spain and Portugal. Two talented teams from FIFA's top 5. And Rafael Leao is about to enter proceedings. He did have a part in one of the big goals against Croatia in the last game. More of an old-fashioned winger. They've had Felix in that position, really helping out a lot. Is he going to go off? How are they going to play it? We'll see in a moment. Roberto Martinez, there's a little bit of a question mark whether this might be his last tournament as the Portuguese boss. Looks like Diogo Dalot is coming on, Manchester United player who can play either side.
Still scoreless. 72nd minute, we got to throw in for Spain.
Cancelo.
It's Yamal. Yamal. He goes down right at the edge of the 18. So this is going to be a free kick for Spain. We're coming back, guys. It's going to be a lot of time. Spain's going to take their time on this free kick. And it's not going to be a penalty. It's right on the right side of the 18, right on the edge of it.
Defense a little bit more to think about. That is speed in behind that they would have.
Come back in about a minute.
Very
It's going to take some time for Spain to line it up.
João Felix has been excellent in helping with Yamal. Leao is a very talented attacking player, but not accustomed to defending in the same way, so it'll be very interesting to watch that.
Lamine Yamal, this time Anthony Taylor does give the free kick. He knows he's a marked man. Just a week or so away from his 19th birthday. Seems to have been around for a long time. Well, he has. Since he was 15 when he made his Barcelona debut.
Yamal! Over the post! Big time from the Phenom.
Might there be a breakthrough moment in our future here?
I think there's value in keeping two players out there. Spain have elected not to. We saw Portugal do it on these free kicks. The reason why is the timing is much easier when you know there's just one player hitting it. You can react accordingly.
It is Lamine Yamal. He's gone for goal. It's a routine save, really, for Diogo Costa, taking no chances. Good hit.
Yeah, he struck it well. Just back to that point, if you have two out there, it freezes the line. If you have someone run over the ball, or even if you think someone with their right foot is going to hit it, doesn't allow for the same timing. In the end, an easy save there for Costa.
Another Alex Baena corner. Another punch away. Are Spain just building up a little head of steam?
It's been quite a while since Portugal have created anything in the Spanish end. The question for the two teams now is going to be, at what point does Cristiano Ronaldo come off the field? If he does, Roberto Martinez made a huge decision their match against Portugal.
Ferran Torres, the Barcelona striker, nicknamed the Shark. He's about to enter the fray.
And then the other question for Spain is Nico Williams fit? Can he get on the field? I spoke to the Spanish commentators during the break there.
Yeah.
She said to me, we don't think he is going to play unless absolutely necessary. So it sounds like he's not quite fit, which is really a shame for Spain.
Yeah. And probably absolutely necessary means if they go behind.
Right.
Olmo gets the ball in behind. Yamal. Oh no, it's not the ball they were looking for Baena. Head in hands for Yamal after that moment. Neto to spread it wide. Leao lays it inside.
And so for Portugal, the game against Croatia,
Fernandez's ball was good, wasn't it, to his Manchester United teammate, Dalot.
we saw Roberto Martinez take Cristiano Ronaldo off, and it's much more than just a substitution, Ian. It could be Cristiano Ronaldo's last game, one of the best ever. It took big, big guts by Roberto Martinez to take him off, but it was the right decision. Gonzalo Ramos scored to put them here. At what point will he do that today?
Torres for Baena is the Spanish change. Here's Leao. He does have a bit of magic in his boots when he's in the mood, which is not always. AC Milan player. Appeal for handball, and then Fernandez lashes one into the side netting. He's the kind of player who could pull that kind of chance out of the bag and make it count too.
Well, this is the first venture forward for Portugal in quite some time. Leao at the
what's
center
going
of
on
it.
in the game.
It drops down to
Got
Bruno
scoreless.
Fernandes. Does the hard part, keeping
Spain's
it
control
down.
possession, trying
Just
to
can't
lull
get it across the
Portugal
goal.
to sleep here.
Bit loose from Cooper.
Everyone back for Portugal. They're parking it. Spain. Taking forever. Dude, they could be doing that for 5 minutes, man.
Semedo does well. Tries to work with Leao, but that hasn't worked. Yamal, Dani Olmo. Yamal had made a good run. Portuguese defence cut that out as well. Sometimes the problem for old Spanish sides, not particularly this one, is they tried to win by subjecting the opposition to death by 1,000 passes, and it didn't quite work.
Now that's a
Teams
soccer
started to
sport.
work them out doing that. They've had to adapt.
That's how soccer should be played. 12-9.
Well, the way they
baby.
adapted in the Euros was Lamine Yamal and then Nico Williams.
Yeah.
And it's why I keep talking about him.
Is Torres.
Because he provides that ability to run behind, to take people on 1v1, the same way Lamine Yamal does on that right side. And it adds a whole different dimension to their attack.
Torres just a slightly different question for Portugal to answer. Don't forget the James Corden Show, after hours, as usual, on Fox at midnight. The World Cup with its own unique angle on it. Torres, lovely spin, wasn't it, that? Then Pedri, then Rodri. Looking for the reverse ball. Dani Olmo, difficult angle. It's a brilliant block by Ruben Dias, who is so good
Spain
at putting
still got
fires
it.
out.
They're doing the same shit.
Excellent move from Spain. And just
Yamal into the box. Chance. Center.
It away with some difficulty on the stretch. Back in there, and this time, really good punch. It's coming back in again. Yeah, double bank marking, even Cristiano Ronaldo. Torres here, cuts it back, across the face of goal. And again, not a white shirt to put it in.
And this time it's Laporte just standing on the far post. I know he's not an attacking player, but at some point somebody has to take a risk and get across the goal. This is a massive chance that goes wasting.
Spain could count the cost of these missed opportunities. A series of second half corners. Here's the latest. Yamal. Yeah, handball.
I played with one of the best ever for the U.S., Clint Dempsey. He would have broken his neck to get on the end of that and put it all on the line to score. And Spain needs someone to take the chance. It's been 3 instances now. Ball squared across the middle of the goal. The Spanish player's waiting at the top of the box.
Couple more changes coming up shortly for Portugal. I can see Bernardo Silva down there, who's just moved on from Manchester City to Real Madrid. He's such a very good player, and it's a sign how much talent Portugal have that he doesn't get in the team.
104 in the building, baby.
And I think Conceição as well coming on.
Almost
We'll be
get
interested to
max
see who comes off
capacity
for
here.
those two.
Both fairly attacking.
Oh,
goals
Portugal
by
goes
Roberto
down in the box. No
Martinez.
call. Spain's goalie has it.
Torres.
Ronaldo looks gassed.
Semedo's
Ronaldo looks tired right now.
He's done okay so far in that.
Might want to sub him out. 82nd minute here. Spain trying to roll in the sleep. Midfield.
Leao got a chance to run at the defence, and he's doing exactly that. Look at that burst of speed. That's what he can bring. That's something different for Portugal. Is Ferran Torres. Olmo. Oyarzábal wide. Yamal, Semedo again. Oyarzábal. He's not been quite on it today in the way he was in the last game against Austria. That still might change. Bruno Fernandes. There's the lofty view around this stadium. That is quite a sight, isn't it? Hardly a spare seat to be had. Bernardo Silva there, number 10. And Conceição is about to come on. Francisco Conceição. Roberto Martinez describes him as our chaos creator. Lively player from Juventus these days.
Got it right
His
now.
dad Sergio,
Back
an
to the goalie.
ex-Portuguese
A lot of
winger and boss
pressure
of
right now
the
from
famous
Spain.
Porto club. Vitinha and Neto will make way. All 5 used by Portugal. 82 minutes gone.
That's very interesting, Ian. You do get one more if extra time comes into it. I was expecting to see Gonzalo Ramos at some point for Cristiano Ronaldo, but it looks like he's going to go at least through the initial 90, and we'll see after
Called
that.
it.
Yeah, they're
Called
allowed
it.
one more.
Donovan
if it
saw
goes to
that.
extra
Ronaldo
time.
was
That's
gassed
starting to
too.
look quite likely. By the way,
He's jogging out
Vitinha
there.
was a successful penalty taker in the shootout in that Nations League final, so he can't take one.
And it looks like Mikel Merino also preparing to come on now for Spain.
Everybody waiting and wondering whether there is the sting in the tail here.
I think Fabian Ruiz as well.
Leao picks out across, got a bit too much on it. There's Merino. It's good to see him back fit again. And Fabian Ruiz, so much a part of the European Championship triumph. Another Paris Saint-Germain player.
Something people need to remember too with coaches in these knockout games, you often wait longer than you normally would in a 90-minute match because you have to take extra time into consideration. And some of these players haven't played a lot in the tournament. They might not be able to get through 45 minutes if they come in the 60th minute and have to go all the way through extra 30 minutes.
So here come these changes. Pedri.
See what's going on in the game. Here's Spain on the attack.
Have to do without his midfield.
Tries to center it. Yamal does well on the switch. Spain's got numbers on that left side. Chance, shot, save!
And Danny Olmo, who was pretty bright and might have set up an early goal for Oyarzábal, but the chance wasn't taken. You said it might be expensive, and it's kind of looking that way now. Yamal for Spain. Strong, isn't he? Oyarzábal. Fabian Ruiz. Just took a little deflection on the way through, which made it a tad more difficult for the keeper to judge. Spain on the verge of being the first team in World Cup history to keep 6 clean sheets in a row. Unless sure the Spain fans are saying, don't tempt fate. It's always agony watching these games if you're really rooting for one of the two teams involved here, two fine teams. Cucurella. It's been pretty even Steven between them. Torres. Back to Laporte. Everybody, including the goalkeeper, comfortable on the ball for Spain, like you'd expect. Merino. And Fabian Ruiz. Yamal. Torres. Turning. Finding a bit of space. It's another cul-de-sac in the end.
They've gotten in this position so many times today. It's either been cut across the goal with no one arriving, or they've been really reluctant to take someone on and or shoot. Even Lamine Yamal, a little more aggressive in those moments. You get a deflection, you score, corner kicks, all sorts of good things can happen.
Deadlock in Dallas so far.
What do we got here? Still 0-0. Bernardo Silva with the yellow card. Where's the ball at? Tell me where the ball's at.
Squandered. Merino, who is a scorer of big goals in his career.
Well, Spain's got to have a yellow card.
He might have a part to play. Yellow card, and here's why. And that's for Bernardo Silva, who, by the way, did pick up 10 yellows in the Premier League season. You wouldn't have thought that, but he is a fierce competitor, quite apart from being a charming individual by his presence for all the staff. Really? At Manchester City. Yeah.
He'd never buy me anything. Including dinner.
You're never around.
That's true, I'm sleeping.
You're asleep, yeah. Play it long, Vega, cut it out. Both teams know anything that happens this late could be decisive. Laporte. They had it under control, just about.
We've seen a lot of late stoppage
It's
time
Torres
goals in this tournament. Could have happened here. Here's Spain. Spain! Chip! Shot!
Free kick. Slightly unnecessarily given away. Lovely ball through! And there it is! Spain! Mikel Merino! Scorer of big goals! Looks like he settled this one. A goal to break the heart of Cristiano Ronaldo and the hearts of all the Portuguese fans. Spain look like they've settled this late.
Well, the early one-time pass.
I don't think there's a better soccer play-by-play guy on YouTube.
In between the lines here.
There's no one better, like,
You see Ferran Torres
passionate, knows about the game.
slants in Marino.
And I'm a football
Diego
guy.
Costa tries
I'm
his best
NFL guy.
to spread himself and get big.
Incredible.
Just slid through the legs there. Easy finish in the end. Took a long time coming in, but simply sensational from Spain. 1-0.
Set up by Ferran Torres. Clever ball. Reverse pass. Luis de la Fuente and the coaches go crazy as they celebrate. And Merino scores a huge, huge goal. It's his 11th for his country. His next cap will be his 50th. That's a really good return for a mid-world player. I remember him scoring a huge one against Germany at the European Championships as well to settle things. And it looks like that goal this late will do the job for the Spaniards. 6 minutes of added time.
It's another thing that makes Spain so dangerous is their depth. So many players you don't even think about until they come on the field, and there's so much quality still. Torres to Marino, 2 substitutes, make Luis de la Fuente look like an absolute genius.
Torres has been a live wire since he came on. And they all want to give the manager, don't they, a little dig in the ribs to say, hey, look, don't forget me next time you're picking the starting lineup. Torres is handy from the bench. Still time for Portugal, but not much of it. Yamal is fouled.
We see the yellow card as Semedo drags him down. Importantly to remember, Ian, Roberto Martinez used all of his substitutions. And you would think the one guy they want on the field right now is Gonzalo Ramos. And he doesn't have the ability to get him on the field.
It's Vega who got the yellow.
Vega, pardon me.
They both tried to foul him. I think it was Vega got there first.
And that is the risk of making your substitutions and not leaving one till the end is when the game changes, are you able to adapt tactically with a player? And in this case, he's not.
Leao. Is this the last time we'll see Cristiano Ronaldo at the World Cup? It might be, unless he or one of his colleagues can come up with something very fast here now against the team who haven't conceded a goal in the whole tournament as well. Conceição lays it back. They've got to play it in there. Bruno Fernandes stays alive. His Leao He's got to try something, hasn't he? Semedo. Dias. Portugal so resolute for so long. Difficult one for Kubasi to deal with, but he did that just fine. Ruiz does the rest. You won't see Spain play a ball like that very often, but in this situation, they'll take it. Dias for a desperate Portugal. They need to get that ball into that penalty area as quick as they can, but it won't happen like that.
And one of the reasons I thought Spain were the favorites to win this tournament is you saw their willingness to run and defend and tackle. I think France are the most talented team, but Spain really do all these little things well, and everybody does it. Oyarzábal at the end of a grueling 90 minutes, chasing and forcing an error out of Portugal.
The popular striker Borja Iglesias waits to come on. Whether he gets on in the seconds remaining, we shall see. Spread wide. Red shirts waiting in the box. The ball has to be put in there now. They can't mess around here. Portugal. Conceição. Good looking ball in. Oh, and onto the roof of the net. Nearly for Portugal. Bernardo Silva swapping some barbs with the Spanish player.
What a chance this is. And it's the little man Bernardo with the little flick. And he actually just gets too much on it. Just needed a little touch. Tries to snap it instead. Fantastic ball in. And half the stadium, including me, thought that was in.
That's how close. Those are the margins in the World Cup. Bernardo Silva nearly. Oyarzábal goes off, and Borja Iglesias, 33 now. The Celta Vigo striker is on. Very popular member of the squad. He is an old-fashioned number 9. Spain fans reminding Anthony Taylor, the referee, beseeching him to blow that final whistle. We're past the 6 added minutes. He takes a look at his watch. He doesn't blow. Bernardo Silva again. Always a busy little player, out for a throw. Another glance at the watch. Spain on the very brink. Portugal right on the edge of elimination. And that's going to be a free kick. Torres going to get a yellow card for that. That was the adrenaline pumping a bit too hard, I think.
Yeah, and I think it's the right decision by Anthony Taylor. And now, all hands on deck. Diogo Costa coming up. One last Hail Mary for Portugal.
And I'm sure the Spain fans are looking at the clock and wondering, where's this extra time coming from? This is 2.5 minutes on from the 6. A minimum of 6, of course, is what we're told. But this has to be the last drink in the saloon. And it's flicked on again. And skids on past the post, and Anthony Taylor blows his whistle. Mikel Merino, magnificent Merino for Spain, win with a late show in Dallas, and Cristiano Ronaldo exits the stage. Fermín. Viva San Fermín. Well, I think those faces tell you the story of what's happening. This was always going to be a tight one, and it looked like one goal might be enough, and one goal was enough. It'll be the first Spanish 90th minute winner ever. Not
What a
since
game, huh?
1962. They go into the
Scoreless until
quarterfinals.
about the
Will it be
91st
USA
minute.
or Belgium? They play there. That's
You
the
guys
story
want to
for
go back
another
and
time.
look?
But
It
here in
is
Dallas, it's Spain who've beaten
in
their
this
neighbours
play-by-play.
by
But that's going to do it for Spain and Portugal. Cristiano Ronaldo's last game in a Portugal jersey. Guys, I appreciate it. Like and subscribe the video. I'll be back for USA and Belgium tonight. Thank you for watching.